Why do you think school councils are important?
Well, I think school council is really important because sometimes it's got adults involved, but sometimes it's the children's opinion, not the adults. Because if you're a kid, they're trying to sort an adult's trying to sort like a kid problem out. I think kids should have their opinion on that basic thing, what it is.
I think it was important to get. I think it was good to get a big group of council members to come and do this because now you've learned a bit more. You've had fun. You've probably learned a bit more than you would in schools because you're talking about if it should be taught in schools. So the schools don't know yet.
Why is it important for children to have a voice?
When you're not listened to, it can feel kind of like you can feel really upset about it, and you could just feel like you're being ignored and that no one wants to listen to you, really.
It makes you feel like no one cares about what you think or what you want.
Well, it's important of children to have a voice because, they need to, they need to say what they need to say,
Why is it important that children have human rights?
Because some children in the world, they don't know that they've got human rights, and that it's important that you've got human rights for children, because children, they get beaten and they down on the street, and it's very upsetting. Not like we're here where we're very privileged in England.
What's the difference between human and animal rights?
Well, I think the difference between human rights and animal rights, the animals do have the right to live, but some people kill them and eat them, but we don't eat humans unless if you're a cannibal.
What do you think the government could do to improve the lives of children?
Well, they could give more people some homes, really. They don't have to be perfect, they can just be something like a cottage, maybe a bit smaller.
Well, obviously the government are one day going to have to stop their job. So that way, their children, they're not going to grow up and they won't be able to take the job, and then one day the world will just be a terrible place.
What do you think of bullying?
You can only really get bullies because people are jealous of the things you have. And yesterday, something at school happened, and I think it was kind of bullying. A boy yesterday was calling another boy about his colour of his skin, and what happened is because he got really in trouble, things that can happen at school if you bully people, just even teasing about the colour of their skin, get him in serious trouble because he got in the thin ice book without even having a warning or anything. So it proves some of the things that can happen if you bully, or you can even get in jail if you're older and doing it.
Why is it important for the government to listen to children?
I think the government should let us have our say, because we do have good ideas as well as the adults, and there are a lot of us kids, so if the government do make a decision, it's going to affect us a lot as well as the adults, and we should have our say in what we want to happen to us.
Debating, we've had fun. Debating, we've met friends. Debating, we've done icebreakers.
Yeah, we did a song.
And we've met new people. Da-da-da. Da-da-da.